For this week's Sunday brunch, I'm making some Belgian waffles with a cranberry syrup. How good. Now, I'm just having a little bit of a memory though from the last time that I made these. The last couple waffles that came through were very light in color, and I started to think, oh, maybe my waffle maker is breaking. So totally forgot about that till now, so we'll see how these turn out. Well, it didn't turn out too bad. It was worse last time, so that's good. It seems like maybe I'll get a couple more bakes out of it. Tonight's dinner is cheeseburger pasta. I'm going to brown up some beef and an onion, seasoning it with salt and pepper, garlic powder, and paprika. Once it's fully cooked, I'm going to add in some ketchup, mustard, and pickle juice just to give it that cheeseburger flavor. Then I will add in some tomato sauce and beef broth and this cavatappi pasta. Once it's all fully cooked, I'll top it off with some cheese and milk. All right, there it is, and I have a feeling this is going to become a new family favorite. I felt like doing something different for supper tonight, so I made a couple sheet pan items and we're just going to put them together, call it a supper. So this is broccoli, spinach, red peppers, feta, and of course eggs. So baked it up. It's kind of like a crustless quiche. And I chopped up and roasted some little baby potatoes. So that's our supper, and the kids will also receive a banana. So it's kind of like a brunch for dinner. Tonight's supper is like a breakfast. Again, I got next to zero sleep last night, just a little bit of sleep. And so I'm done. I'm ready for bed. Anyway, so people can have cereal. This is just some multigrain Cheerios, or toast with peanut butter and whatnot, or a sandwich if they want to make that for themselves, and some yogurt. And yeah, it's gonna be this for supper tonight. Gonna try my best to make a real supper tonight. I have these wontons and these dumplings, so I'm going to put them in the oven together and bake them up till they're golden and crispy. And then I'm going to use this frozen corn and these frozen peas, cook it up with some rice and make like almost like a fried rice, but just not fried. And then I'll add butter and soy sauce into the rice. So it's like a nice Asian themed supper made made the way I make it. Here it is, all done. Today I do not have very much time to make supper or stay home after supper. It's kind of like an eat and run kind of supper or kind of night tonight. So it's gonna be some pizza quesadillas. Use up the remaining portion of these shells, the remainder of this pizza sauce, and I'll grate up a bunch more mozzarella cheese and bake them up. And there's the pizza quesadilla. For supper tonight, everyone is on their own. I am burned out. We had such a great time. It's sports day and tired, and I don't want to make dinner. So everyone can just make their own thing. But look at this. I'm gonna have some of this. This mom at the school went home today and made this for me. It's like rice and curry and vegetables, and she brought it for me. How kind, right? And then this is like a yogurt, I don't know, like a yogurt sauce to go along with it. So whoever wants some of this can have this. I also have a couple samosas from the school too, so people can help themselves, or to this stuff or to anything else they like for supper. And for dessert this evening, I'm gonna have an ice cream cone with Wolf Pass ice cream in it. Today for our Saturday morning breakfast, I am making egg McMuffins with these sourdough English muffins. Bunch of eggs. I thought I had some like cheese slices. I do not. So it's just literally egg and English muffin. It still tastes good. It's kind of like a fried egg sandwich, just a different bread. And then I'm also going to put some watermelon along with it because it is a hot Saturday. Here is Nevaeh's. All right, we are having a hot day. So earlier in the day, I made this pasta salad. It has red and yellow peppers, celery, cucumbers, chickpeas, but I can't add chickpeas in, celery. I think I already said that. Oh, and some Havarti jalapeno cheese and just cheddar cheese. So I will put in this Italian dressing and mix it up, and that will be our supper. And then for our dessert tonight, this is basically cocoa Rice Krispie squares with puff wheat. So I don't know, puff wheat cocoa squares with marshmallow. They're not like the normal puff wheat chocolate squares. It literally is just marshmallows and butter. So it's a bit different, but yeah, it's nice and chewy and tasty. Today we are doing Father's Day a week early just because of my husband's work schedule. So for his Father's Day brunch, he has requested a bacon, sausage, eggs, and hash browns. And I'll probably put some fruit with it too. Here is my husband's Father's Day meal, and I have some watermelon to go along with it. For my husband's Father's Day dinner, my husband has requested chicken fettuccine. So I'll use almost all of these noodles, brown up some chicken, and 2 jars of Alfredo sauce, a lot of banana peppers because that's how we like it, and of course mozzarella cheese. Couldn't have a hotter day for a hotter meal. All right, I'm gonna bake it up for 20 minutes. Okay, maybe 32 degrees, but here is our spicy chicken Alfredo, just the way my husband likes it. And I purchased him this sangria, this white sangria to go along with it, and I think he's going to need some ice with it tonight. For dessert, we're gonna have some ice cream cake. Now, because we weren't necessarily planning to have Father's Day early, but kind of looked at my husband's schedule and saw that we needed to because of his work. So I didn't make a proper ice cream cake. I just kind of made do with what I had. But anyways, it's gonna be really nice and refreshing after that hot meal. Actually didn't turn out too bad, but look how hot it is. It's like already melting. It is still very hot out today, so I thought I would make a nice cold supper. I cooked these chicken burgers in the oven early this morning, so, you know, no heat in the afternoon at least. And they've been sitting in the fridge waiting. I'm gonna cut them up into halves and then use the romaine lettuce, so tortillas, probably some cheese and croutons and some Caesar salad dressing to make crispy chicken wraps for our supper. Here's how it turned out. I added watermelon to the meal. There's our crispy chicken wraps. Yum. Okay, it cooled off a little bit, so I'm going to cook a warm supper tonight. Hawaiian meatballs with the basmati rice. For vegetables, it'll be yellow pepper. I don't have any red, unfortunately. I wish, because it just looks nicer. Because the corn is yellow. And peas, so those will be the vegetables. And the sauce will be pineapple juice, white vinegar, and brown sugar. And here is the meal all finished. I'm just getting ready for our son's grade 7 farewell party for tomorrow night. But I just wanted to let you know, so tonight for supper, we had some Domino's pizza. 6 young men that we know that are attached to our family dropped it off with a bunch of other treats. And they just surprised us with it. Isn't that nice? So I didn't have to make supper tonight. Okay, so moving on to this treat tray. This will be for like after school snack tomorrow. I just have a bunch of 2 different kinds of like nerd clusters and then a rainbow ribbon and Jolly Rancher sour gummies. This is going to be the after school snack. I know this is totally out of order. This is the birthday breakfast he requested, these Reese Puffs. So this is gonna be his breakfast. So as you can see, this day is going to be filled with treats. But for his lunch, so he's gonna have like samosas and cake and pizza. So for his snack at school, I gave him vegetables. To help balance it out. So anyway, so that is how my son's special day is going to start. And for his celebratory supper, some beef tacos. Okay, it's time for tacos. Oh my gosh, look at my countertop. Oh my goodness, it is filled with stuff because it's grocery day. So because it's grocery day, I need a very fast, simple supper, and there's only 4 of us for dinner tonight. So I'm making some ramen with dumplings and wontons, red peppers, snap peas, and a broccoli. And then I'll top it off with some form of cheese. And here's the ramen all done. We are gonna have some chicken burritos for supper tonight. The chicken has started cooking. I have basmati rice corn and taco seasoning in there. Once it's finished, I'm going to just assemble it with refried beans, black beans, salsa. I'll use Greek yogurt as well, and some aioli, chipotle aioli that is. Wrap them up and I'll bake them in the oven for about 20 minutes. Here is my burrito. I just cut it in half. Oh, I'm trying to figure out. It's hard in the summer to figure out what angle the lighting will work best for you to see. Okay, there it is. Added some jalapeno Havarti to it as well. So yeah, hopefully it will taste good. And for dessert this evening, some chocolate pudding.